Welcome to our online worship experience. I'm Caleb Villers. I'm a student pastor here at Somersville Baptist. I don't even know what week we're on now, and I know that you and us as well are really, really excited to get back together physically. But I do want you to know that we're going to continue with this online format until at least the first Sunday in June. We just feel like that's the best option at this moment for our church and to take care of our church family in the best way that we can. But I do want you to know that on Sunday night, our deacons are meeting together, and they'll be making a decision about that first Sunday in June, about whether that's still a good time to start getting back together, and when we do get back together, what that is going to look like. We realize that even once we get back together physically, there's still going to be some odd things that are happening, some weird things that we're going to have to work through, and so we want that to be as seamless and good for our church family coming back home as possible. We do have a little survey. If you didn't take it last week, or if you just thought of new things that you may want to add for this week, right under this video, there's a link to a very short, just couple question survey that we would like for you to fill out. And that's just giving us information that we can use to know where you are and what you're thinking about as it pertains to coming back to church physically. We realize that as we are making decisions kind of behind the scenes, that this is our church and we are the church family, and we want to hear where the church family is and what they are thinking about during these very strange and weird times. And we want you to be comfortable to come back to church whenever you decide is a good time. We want it to be comfortable for you to come back and to be excited to come back and worship physically together. Until then, and until all these other programs get going back, our kids ministry is still doing some incredible things. So I think I say this every week, but if you have not gone to Facebook and gone to SBC Kids and liked that page, I highly encourage you to do that. Pretty much daily, they're putting out even just these little blurbs to share with your kids, just about kind of who God is. There's some mission moments. There's some questions that they're putting out there and answering that your kids might be having questions about. I think just a couple of days ago, there was a fun fact that went out. And so I really encourage you, especially if you have kids, and secretly, even if you don't, I think you'll still enjoy it too. But get on Facebook, look for SBC Kids and like that page, because they're also continuing our Grow children's program on Sunday nights at 5:30 live on that Facebook page. So if you want your kids to get some good Bible teaching during the week, go there on Sunday nights at 5:30. Let them watch, or even come back later on after it's live. It'll still be up, and let your kids see what God is doing and what God can do in their lives. Our youth group online is continuing and going great. We took a break last week so that our kids could spend time with their families and especially their mothers. But we are back today, this Sunday. We are back at 6 o'clock on Zoom. And you don't want to miss this, because we are bringing back our home hunt, and this will be part 2. And this is a scavenger hunt. There's going to be a challenge for these kids while we're in Zoom. I'm going to put up some things on the screen that they can see. They're going to have to run through their house and try to find those things. First person back to their video is going to get points for that. And again, these points are going to go towards our quarantine challenge, which is also continuing this week. And this week, well, I fell a little behind, and I do apologize to the youth for that. So we are continuing. This week is a trick shot video challenge. So the challenge is just that. Make a trick shot video. Use whatever you can. If you got a basketball and hoop at home, cool, use that. But if not, find something different. It might be throwing laundry in a dirty clothes hamper. It might be throwing a ping pong ball in a bucket. But whatever you can find, just make the coolest trick shot that you can think of, and you'll get points for creativity, uniqueness, and just how overall awesome that trick shot is. So if you are a youth or a family with a youth, please get connected with that. Reach out to me if you don't know how and you want to get more information on that. I would love to connect with your kids, but also be able to get them connected in some of the really cool things that we're doing, and especially get them rooted in the Word on Sunday nights as we are doing our youth group online. Our graduation recognition is coming up quickly, very, very quickly. And so this is some of the last chances to get your information in for your graduate. So if you have a graduate in your home, or there's a graduate that you want to be recognized by our church, then please reach out to us with a picture of them, their name, where they're graduating from, any accolades they're graduating with, and what their future plans are. Because we want to honor them in the best way that we can. Even in this weird format, we still want to honor them for their accomplishments and what they've been able to accomplish up until this point, and encourage them for whatever is to come next. We are also continuing our online Bible studies. Wednesday night, we got an online Bible study. It's on Zoom. Again, if you want to get connected with that and you haven't yet, it's not too late to get connected. You can get connected anytime. Just reach out to the church or Pastor Dana, and you can get all the information of how to get into that Zoom call on Wednesday nights for an amazing Bible study each week. We also are continuing to have a women's Bible study on Monday nights. And if you are a woman who wants to get connected with that, again, reach out to the church office, and we'll make sure that you can be a part of that wonderful small group of women who are just seeking after God in whatever weird way that we can find to do in these strange times. And again, if there is anything you need, even though it seems like we're kind of trying to start to get back into a reopening of the state and trying to get back to some sense of normalcy, we realize that it's not normal, and it might not be normal ever again, or it's just going to be a new normal. But if you need anything during this time, if you still feel like it is not smart for you to get out, to go places, reach out to the church, myself, Pastor Dana. If you've been contacted by your deacon, maybe reach out to them. If you need us to get groceries, if you just need someone to come sit on the lawn and talk to you, we're here. And we want to do whatever we can to make this weird time feel maybe not even normal, but feel just as good and loving as possible. So please reach out to the church. Just a simple, hey, can somebody stop by? We'll do it. We'll be there. And we want to help care for our church and our church family and all of those in our community around us. And again, I just want to remind you, we're going to continue with this online format at least until the first Sunday in June. And the deacons are meeting Sunday night, and so we should have more information coming to you very, very soon about when we might be getting back together, if for sure it will be that first Sunday in June, and what that's going to look like. Because we want to give you as much information as possible so you have the most informed and the most comfortable decision to make on whether you're going to join us back at the church or not. And I do just want to put one thing that will be guaranteed, that even when we open the church doors, there will still be some form of online worship. So do not feel any obligation that you have to be here in the church because the doors are open. If it's uncomfortable for you, we are going to continue to do the best we can to get you something digitally or online so that you can continue to worship at home until you feel comfortable and safe to be out in the world. Thank you again for joining us for this online worship experience. And don't forget to share this experience with your friends and family. You can do that by sharing our church website, summersvillebaptist.com, or simply any of the videos. Especially Dana's sermons are always cool with where he is and what he's talking about. You can even just share his sermon to someone if you'd like. But don't forget to, in this time where everyone is on digital right now because no one is really out in the world, make sure you're reaching out to people and then getting them connected in some good, solid biblical teaching, because everyone needs God right now. And we all need some sort of love and hope that we can be connected to in these really strange times. Thanks again for being a part of this worship experience, and I can't wait to see you and hear from you again.